And to learn more about those pups, we are here with the Director of Conservation, Stephanie Arney at the Great Plains Zoo. And how is the family doing? How is Mom and how are the pups?
Oh, they're doing really well. You know, this is their first time having a litter together, and at first, naturally, Mom was very protective, and now that father's popping in and she's saying, come on in, let's be a family, and that's how it would be in the wild as well. So they're all doing very well.
And this is huge to have these pups here because we talked about this is a very endangered species. Can you talk about the importance of that?
Yes, they're critically endangered species that most people don't even know exist. They're our wolf. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, the American eagle, and yes, that's great, but these are the only wolves that live or endemic only here to the United States, and we have lost them at a really dramatic rate over the last few decades. And so now we have less than 30, and all zoos and aquariums are trying so hard to educate people. We're also trying to breed them, increase the numbers, and get as many out in the wild as possible.
And you have a lot of conservation projects going on here. What are some of the other things you're working on?
Besides working on the effort to get more pups out in the wild, we're also helping out many organizations and government institutions to help increase the black-footed ferret population, especially because it is a really cool predator that we need in the prairies here. And we're doing that by doing surveys with them and capturing as many as possible, giving them vaccines, and then helping to mitigate the plague with the prairie dogs, because ferrets eat 100 prairie dogs in a year. They need prairie dogs to live.
Wow.
And then lastly, we have our Dakota Skipper pollinator propagation project that we're doing. We have a hoop house right back here. We have pollinator gardens to teach everybody about the importance of pollinators in our prairie. And we're going to be propagating these very specific butterflies to be releasing them out in the wild next year.
Stephanie, thank you very much for all that information. There's always a lot to see here at the zoo. We will be back with giraffe feeding right after this. For now, we're going to send it to break. Stay with us.